I know I'm probably gonna hate myself later for it, but I don't care. You know, I'm probably gonna eat around 5,000 calories a day.
Damn.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying. I'm going just for. I don't care if I look like a hamster. I'm going. I'm going just strictly for strength. Like I want my numbers up. Like that's what I want.
You know, because like most people say in the gym, like if you lift like a bodybuilder, you'll get the bodybuilder. You're like you gotta lift heavy to get big.
Right, Ronnie Coleman.
But it's all about like being consistent. Like really, sometimes you be fun. If you actually go in the gym and look, some of the biggest guys in there be lifting the lightest weight.
Yeah, because it's time under attention with them.
Yeah, so it's time under attention. So sometimes, just work out every little bitty muscle. It's like really, sometimes it don't matter how much weight you're lifting. It's just how much reps and how much the mind to muscle.
They're half repping because you know they're trying to keep like with the
attention.
Chest, like for power lifters, you know, we just want 3 white lights or 2 white lights, excuse me. But power lifter bodybuilders, you know, they majority whenever they do a chest press, you know, they're not going they're going not all the way down. They want to keep as much tension on that chest as physically possible. And even whenever they go up, they're not pressing all the way up. They're just barely at the top. You know, they want to keep as much tension. Like they're skeptical on every single thing that they do compared to me, where I pick up heavy things and I put it down. You know, it's easier for me. I just have to eat like a lard in order for me to keep up my gains.
Right.
And that's some motivation too, and just consistency. And for anybody who's listening, you know, you struggle too with like just relying on alcohol or drugs. Nobody's asking you to completely cut it out.
Oh, no.
That's just damn near impossible.
Impossible.
It's hard to go cold turkey.
I still smoke weed. I'm an occasional smoker, but I don't smoke as much as I used to. Yeah. But also get an accountability partner if you're trying to get in the gym.
True.
Because if you got an accountability partner, because look,
right.
One person like that's like, hey man, he gonna keep me serious, he gonna keep me focused, he gonna like hold me to whatever I say I'm trying to do. That's the person gonna get on your ass when you don't show up. And the good thing about that too, you get to go on their ass too when they don't show up and do what they supposed to do. And once you start doing that, you be like, bro, I don't went from being the underdog to like, hey, I'm the protege now.
Right.
So it's kind of, when I say it's kind of cool.
And plus, I like that feeling whenever you're lifting weights that no one else in the gym's like thinking about even picking up.
Exactly.
Like I love that feeling. Like I mean, my weights aren't like
it's a dick measuring contest in the gym, y'all. Yeah, it's a dick measuring contest.
It always, dude. It's always the biggest dudes in there too. I swear to you.
They be like, what the fuck this little dude doing all that weight on there?
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm on my machines. I'm trying to just.
You trying to bolt, and that is a difference too, yeah, because he's bodybuilding. So the majority of his stuff, he ain't messing with the bar. He's messing with dumbbells. He's messing with machines, cables. That's all he's messing with.
Look at this chest.
This
pop
boy
on
flexing on the live. Hey, we including that in the movie somewhere, bro.
That's funny,
bro. Like, I love the personal growth I got with coming in the gym, and I love the personal growth I got from like therapy and everything too. But the real thing that's going to help anybody is their mindset. And the only way you can strengthen your mind, you got to start reading books. I hate reading still, but I force myself to. But you know what? I got to start looking at it in this way, the positive way. Bro, I get to read a book today. So like now how I trick myself, like to my son, I'm still reading the 48 Laws of Power. I'm like, hey, let me read you this book today. So I get to read to him because I'm trying to tell him he want to be a superstar. He's like, bro, he says he's going to be like Nick Cannon and Steve Harvey. Like when the mask come on, he got this whole thing. He already put a blanket around there. He thinks he got a mask on. He's like, ooh, oh, ooh. So I was like, bro, you want to be I'm trying to teach him ahead of time because like, hey, if you want to be a superstar, you got to be able to read. You got to be a good reader. You got to be able to, you can read them prompts all the time. You got to be able to have a strong mindset. You got to understand different things. So I'm reading to him to actually, I'm strengthening myself by actually trying to teach him. And sometimes that's the best thing to do. When you try to get something, teach somebody else how to do it. If you try to teach somebody how to do it, you automatically like become second nature to you.
Yeah, I think reading is like an understated part of child development, man. 'Cause,
Right.
like, when I was a kid, I used to love reading, man. Harry Potter, I read the entire series in like 2 weeks.
Right.
Like, that was the kind
Damn.
of shit that I was on. It
Wait,
was,
damn, 2 weeks.
bro. Hey, listen, that's all I used to do. Like, and I used to have video games. I used to like playing them. But like, if I got a real good book that I was interested in, not even just like self development, like little fantasy ones, things that could capture my mind, I get in there, I read all of it. Then I do a little AR point system. I
Oh,
could put
yeah.
it in the test. And then
Them books are like
I'm
a
on to the
50
next
points.
one.
Them books like 50 points
It's
too.
more satisfying too whenever you like, because anybody can sit on the couch and watch TV, but
It's not
many people can finish a book.
It's not
Facts.
mind engaging, and like even though TV is like something that you relax to, when I'm reading, you get your mind involved in it. It just feel like your mind is getting strengthened, And I used to love reading, and up until like I had to deal with fucking depression as a kid, and then I just stopped, and that's when I started seeing like my motivation to do good in school and everything start dropping, and I don't know, like I think it's just something that we should be more aware of when we raising kids,
Yeah.
because personally that was a huge step for me, and I still use words and phrases and things that I learned when I was a kid growing up. People always be like, oh, like you sound like way smarter than your age. It's just the books, man.
It's just the books.
It's just the books.
It's just the books. Because man. I think when Grand Theft Auto came out, and like really, you can look at this. A lot of these video games, sort of, they made it so attractive to distract everybody else from doing what they're supposed to do. And I feel like the personal development from some of these video games is the reason why we got the society that we're in today too. Because we ain't got as many readers like we should have. Because like think about it, Grand Theft Auto 3 was the shit.
Yeah.
Hey, when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, bro, this is my first game I ever
San
seen.
Andreas.
Like, what? Picking up a hooker in the car. And this is at the time before I even knew what sex was.
That's funny.
My cousin showed me a chick. I was like, hey, bro, all you gotta do is just, cuz, he's like, put your car right here. I was like, why? You see the girls just walk up, and you hear the noise and everything. I was like, my eyes light up like a kid. I was like, oh shit, this is like porn. But then, bro, look, like the game systems these days and the games that certain kids are like exposed to at a certain age, where they shouldn't have been exposed to. I feel like that sort of trickled down into the development, because you see what happens now. Like everybody think life is Grand Theft Auto. If you look at like the social medias and everything else too, it's like this: getting money, fucking hoes, fast cars, speeding, and robbing and doing stupid shit. Like,
The rappers got a lot to contribute to that as well. Like you was talking about how Lil Wayne kind of pushed that a long time ago, and then like all of them really did.
Yeah.
And it's getting to where even the country music now is not country music at all. Rock is not even rock anymore.
it's all about every music industry now is about sex, drugs, and
That's it.
weed, and like sex, drugs, and like it's just a whole bunch of shit. Like,
See, and I want to touch on escapism, because I feel like that's what most people are doing when they rely on those drugs, those alcohol, and also watching TV, playing video games. It's just you're trying to escape from your stress.
yeah,
So, like, that's understandable because we all human, but you got to do something healthier than that. If you want to go
Exactly.
escape from your reality for a little bit, go outside, take a walk. If you don't want to do that, meditate, read, find something productive, write, listen to some music, something that it still has your mind engaging, but it's not necessarily like debilitating. Like you're not doing anything else and it's just a mindless activity.
Right.
yeah, that's true.
So that's a really good idea. That's actually a good way to quit too.
Yeah, because like when I
Don't do
struggle with
something
depression,
with it. Because usually 9 times out of 10 when you smoke and you do something, it makes that activity 9 times more fun. But if you completely take out any other areas of that and it's just you alone smoking,
well, yeah, you just sitting there.
you're just sitting there.
And it doesn't improve like at
No.
all. Not at all. And I used to love playing video games just because like, and this is after me reading all these like fantasy kind of books and everything, so like it just translated. I go and I play Grand Theft Auto, I don't have to worry about none of my own problems. This is about Nico Bellic now.
Yeah.
So I could go and do whatever I wanted in that world and have no worries, and also not have to worry about what I got going on. Then as these games just get bigger and better and more connecting, you could just delve into it for hours, not having to worry about anything. And even if you don't play video games anymore, people try and find an alternative to what they were doing back then. Something that they could just mindlessly participate in for hours, not have to worry about their own problems or anything, and then come back to their reality whenever they feel like it.
Because, like, look at Grand Theft Auto now and, like, even, like, 2K and everything else, too. They online parks, how you personalize everything. Like, bro, this is not really you, but you can go out there and, like...
It's hyper-realism.
It's hyper real. Like you said, like the real estate, the internet real estate, basically. It's like you're making your own avatar, and, like, that's you. And that's your world when you're escaping your own world. Like, think about it. If I knew people were going to pay me to play video games back in the day, I would never gave up my video games.
Right.
I was like, shit. The way people say, bro, video games going to be a waste of time. Nowadays, like, they got more encouraging more kids to actually stop reading, more play more video games and everything, too. Like, me, when I escape, I go to the movies.
Right.
Because, like, I have aspirations to be an actor. I have aspirations to do little different things and everything. So I was like, yeah, man, one day I'm going to be up there with Will Smith and Denzel, and, like, fuck all y'all, I'm gonna be bigger than everybody. But, like, when I watch a movie, people understand, I go to the movies by myself majority of the time. I go to the movies, like, during the daytime, and I'll sit there and watch the movie. And I'll just be like, there's nothing else going on. It's just like, I turn off my phone. It's just me and whichever reality that I'm watching right now. And I put myself, like, bro, yeah, I be doing that shit too. Yeah. But it's so funny because, like you said, when you escape reality, like, everything else goes away. But as soon as that reality is over,
you're like, damn,
now, fuck. I gotta go back to this bullshit. I gotta go back and deal with everything else. And instead of, like, just addressing it, and, bruh, thank God for counseling.
Yeah.